Hello, and welcome back to Vault Hunters. Is it just me, or is it feeling a little claustrophobic in here now? Maybe we'll take care of that later, but we have a lot to do today. Starting with unlocking Powah. Ooh, and we get a armor transmog set for that. Now, we aren't going to be jumping into Powah just yet. There are a couple things I want to do. Starting with grabbing some of these amplifying focuses that I've been getting in the vaults. I had no idea that these existed until somebody mentioned it in the comment of my last video. But if we throw in our helmet here, we can see it has a couple of empty prefixes. And if we add one of these amplifying focuses onto it, it will add a new prefix into one of those empty prefix slots. So there we can see we got 7% increased damage. Very nice. And we just need a little bit of Vault Bronze to add another one here. And +1 armor. That's very nice. We do have some empty suffix on our boots too. Let's see what we can get on here. Soulbound, not too bad. But yeah, that's a very nice thing that I did not know exists until today. And we can also pick up the modifier workbench. We just need another one of these Vault Artisan stations. And we get a quest reward for that. I think I'm running out of room here. Now, in here, we'll be able to add any of these modifiers. It does, however, require it to have an open prefix on it, but this could be very useful later if we ever get something that has an empty prefix and we wanted to add something specific. Some of the crafted modifiers require you to be a specific level, and some of them require the item itself to be a specific level. So we can see this one is level 16, so if we wanted to add this knockback resist, we couldn't because it's not high enough level. But yeah, this could be very useful later. Next, the quest book wants us to grab a wardrobe, which I think I actually made one of those already. Oh, we have to interact with it. Cool. Let me place this somewhere. How about here? There's our quest reward. All the wardrobe allows us to do is store pieces of gear. Say if we wanted another set of armor that we wanted to swap out for, we could store them in the wardrobe. So if we wanted a specific build for running a specific vault, we could have an armor set in here and easily swap out for it. But I don't really have any other armor sets that I like. I do enjoy sticking with this one, and having another build set is not something I really need at the moment. We can also pick up the skill altar, which basically does the same thing as the wardrobe, but with skills and talents. So if we wanted to, we could dump all of our skills into the skill altar, which would then allow us to pick a different set of skills and talents. And then anytime we wanted to load them, I believe we would need the skill orbs. They're called the Orb of Regrets, that's what it is. Yeah, I only have a couple of these, but we would just throw these in here, and whenever we wanted to load our skills, we just hit that. But again, I'm pretty content with the skills we have, but we have that now in case we ever needed it. And last thing we're gonna craft, promise, we're gonna grab the transmogrification table. Did I say that right on the first try? And here. What this table allows you to do is throw any one of your vault gears into the table, and it allows you to pick from any one of the models you've unlocked. So for example, if we wanted to grab the Powah chestplate we just unlocked, we would just need a little bit of vault bronze in here, and we could pick that up. And now we can toss this on and we get a brand new chestplate, but it's the same chestplate, just a different model. We can do this on our pants and shoes too, and this gives us kind of a coherent set instead of a bunch of random different armor pieces. Now this does only apply for the models that we have unlocked, so for example, we couldn't grab another one of the Lion Guard set, since we only have the leggings. We would have to roll a piece of gear and unlock it first. But it's pretty nice that we get the full Powah set just for unlocking the mod. Now the real question is, do I want to get the helmet too? I don't know, I really like the Bone Dragon helmet. You know what? Why not? Let's get the full set just for today. I think we can always return back to this one if we wanted to. Yeah, we can always swap back if we ever wanted to. But just for today, let's run with the full Powah set. This looks so cool. I think this applies for shields too. Yeah, we can pick up the Ender Shield, since that's one of the rare models. Plus, it's a little smaller on your screen. I never liked that big one. We can also do swords, for example. I have this Tarnished Blade model, which looks awesome. And I believe that's all the gear you can do. You can also do vault axes, but I haven't found many of those. And hey, speaking of vaults, why don't we go ahead and run our first one today? Hopefully this time we can get to level 25 instead of dying. Alright, what are we looking at here? We got Rapid Mobs and Gilded. Only 5% mob speed, that's not that bad. Yep. Ooh. This sword just feels cooler. Like, I don't know, something about not having the default model, it feels so much cooler. Maybe I'm just a long blade kind of guy. And we do have a monolith vault, which means we'll be able to complete that bounty we got. Ooh, and hopefully we can get level 25 out of this, so that way we'll be able to get the next expertise of bounty hunter, which will allow us to have 2 active bounties at the same time. Hello, Black Opals. Hello, challenge room. What are the odds I get lucky in here again? Pretty high, I'd say. I am crushing these challenge rooms. Alright, did I clear this out? Yeah, I think so. Let's see, we get anything good out of that? Maybe we got a shield. Not too bad. And another. Ooh, hello. Ooh, and number 3. Alright, I think we're doing pretty well here. Although, you know, there is one room I haven't seen yet. And oh, how convenient. I've learned my lesson, and we're doing this the easy way. And not the way that gets me killed. This is what we do. Too easy. I mean, it's not even a challenge at this point. Don't tell me all we get are some coins out of this. I think we gotta make up for that. Unfortunately, though, we are getting low on time. I don't think I should stick around too long. Just so we don't run into the same issue we had yesterday. Yeah, let's go ahead and get out of this one. Sweet, well, that was a pretty easy vault. And that gets us up to level 25. And we get a bounty reward for completing the monolith vault. Go ahead and dump our pouch into our chest system. Grab our monolith crate. Boom. Oh, we got an epic plus sword out of that. Which means we could get an Omega one. Let's test this out. I don't even want to look. I don't want to look. Well, it's just an epic one, and the same model we already had, of course. And it's not even better than the sword we already had. Tisk tisk, in the chest you go. That's okay though, because what we did get is another expertise point, which goes straight into Bounty Hunter. Now this means we can have 2 bounties active, and I'm going to grab this one for killing Vault Fighters, which gives us both a common plus Vault Axe and some Knowledge Essence. And I think I'm going to re-roll this ripped page 1. Mine 23 Larimar. Yeah, that we can definitely do. Sweet, so now we have 2 bounties active. So the next time we do a vault, we'll be able to get these taken care of. We also have a skill point that's going into heal. That will finish that ability out. So now our heal ability is at the maximum level, and we get healed for 9 hit points now, which should be 4.5 hearts, I believe. Well, now that we're home, I'd say it's about time that we finally check out Powah. Ooh, but first... Common plus. Could be better. Maybe we just repair our old chest plate instead. Just need some Vaulterite and a repair core, and we can go ahead and repair our chest plate. And this has another repair on it too, so we'll be able to use that for a little bit longer. Alright, now it's Powah time, but there's no way I'm going to be able to fit anything in here. We are completely out of room. You know what else I totally forgot we had? But do I have enough blocks here? Yes, I do. Give me those 2 levels of haste. Well, I thought we might get haste 3 since we already have a level of haste with a skill point. But it doesn't look like it. That's okay. Haste 2 is still good. Now, let's take care of this base problem. Starting with a little bit of reduction. Oh, who made this mess? Somehow I feel more claustrophobic now. That's okay though, because now it is time for an upgrade. And look at how well this lines up with what I already had built. I am a genius, or what? Does make it a little hard to get to the items I need. Now we're getting somewhere. We just need to do a little bit of reorganizing. Oops. Do you think I should just be scrapping all this old vault gear? I don't see why we shouldn't. That ought to do the trick. Let's just be very careful not to recycle anything that we want. Which we shouldn't have a problem. I already put everything we have in that little shulker box over there. Another thing I think would be cool to do is to showcase all of the armor sets that we found. So we would need to build like a little hallway or something for these. There are 84 different sets of leggings. I'm sure it's the same for the rest of them. Yeah, it looks like it. And then we could do the same for, say, swords. There aren't nearly as many swords, I think. Yeah. Swords, shields, and axes we could do too. I think that would be really cool to see. But for now, at least, they're getting scrapped. Well, here we are all cleaned up now. There's still quite a lot of maybe decorating work I want to do, especially on the outside. But this is a very good start. Now we do, however, need to start thinking about setting up an area to start Powah. And I'm thinking that we can just do that right under our base. These chests are all going to go away anyway once we unlock applied energistics. So they can stay here for now, but they definitely won't stay in this place forever. Oh, whoops. Oh no. Now that is an upgrade. We just have to ignore all the chests in the middle of the room. And we should have no problem getting applied energistics really soon. So our chest monster will be going away within the near future. And the reason I made this room 5 tall is so that we can have a place to put all of our artifacts. You know what? Maybe it would be worth it to move these for now. They are very much in the way. And I think we can move these chests pretty easily. We just need to rehook up our link cables, which I'm actually going to do behind all of these chests just for cleanliness sake. Uh-oh, one thing I did not think about is now I can't access any of my chests to get to the link cables. Anyone else getting deja vu? Cables. There they are. We just need to hook this back up to our storage system, which should now let us start dumping stuff into our new chest. Oh, I forgot to put the network route down. That would help. Now we can put stuff in and start moving stuff out. Ow, my frames. This is fun. You know what would be even more fun, though? Oh. Uh-oh, big mistake. Oh, do not look at the big pile of items. Bad idea. Oh. Just bring them all over here, and... Oh man, that is so much better. Well, now can I check out Powah? The answer is yes, and there are a couple different power generations that we can go for here. We do need a couple of things first though, like some of this dielectric paste for example, and maybe a roof while we're at it. Ah, that's better. This dielectric paste just takes some refined carbon, Larimar gems, chromatic iron ingots, and magic silk, all of which we have plenty of. This is sort of the base ingredient for this mod, and it's used to craft mostly everything you need, including the manual for the mod. And like I said, there are a couple different ways we can generate power here. We could get the Furnator, which generates power from furnace fuel. The Magmator generates power from lava. The Thermogenerator generates power when it's next to lava and requires water. The solar panel will generate power from, well, the sun. And the reactor is quite a lot bigger and it requires uranite to run. And uranite is not something that we have a lot of, or are we able to generate that passively? So we're definitely not going to be able to go that route. I think the best option right now is the thermo generator. So we'll need to pick up the starter version of this. Fortunately, everything we need for this is pretty cheap, actually. And hopefully I have enough blaze rods to get these 4 blaze lanterns we need. Just missing a couple. We should be able to get some more blaze rods pretty easily, though. If I can remember where the fortress is, all the way over there. Alrighty. Boink. 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 That ought to be enough. Oh, wait, never mind. We need 4 of these blaze lanterns for each of these thermo plates. Yeah, we might need a couple more than that. That'll probably be enough for now. Cool, and with enough blaze rods, we should hopefully be able to get enough blaze lanterns now, which will also get us the 3 thermo plates we need. And we should now have everything to get the first tier of thermo generator. Now we just need to grab a bucket of lava. Thank you. No thank you. Now I'm not sure if this works like thermal engineering's thermo generator, because it says you have to have the lava below it, and then do we need to have water inside or next to it? Either way, let me get a little water source going here. So if we put this inside, there we go, we can see it starts generating some energy from the water. Yeah, so all we need is a little bit of lava right below it and some water inside, and it will generate power for us. Now we don't really have a way to put water in this right now automatically. So I think for now we're just going to have to keep putting water in this manually. Hopefully nothing bad will happen if this runs out of water. Now in itself, that block can store, I think, 20,000 FE. Yeah, that's the max that it can store, but we can craft an energy cell, which will basically act as a little battery for all of our power sources. And we can grab the starter one here. And there we go, there's our starter energy cell. So let's see, if we throw this next to it, it should start getting some power inside. Yeah, this can hold way more than the thermo generator can. I wonder if it retains the power it has if you move it. It does, that's very nice. Now we can actually upgrade both of these. These are both just the starter, but these go all the way up to the nitro tier. Each tier requires the previous one all the way back to starter here. So if we wanted to upgrade this to basic, we totally could. Except I don't think I have enough blaze rods for that. We can, however, upgrade our energy cell. This just takes 2 more of these electric casings. And we can grab the second energy cell. I'm running low on chromatic iron though. And there we go, there's a second energy cell. This can hold up to 4 million FE. And the next tier above that is basically the same recipe as the basic one, just now we need the basic one in the middle. I'd say why not go ahead and grab it? We have plenty of materials here for it. So super easy to grab that too. And we're already up to 10 million FE. This is getting into overkill territory. The next tier, however, requires these blazing crystals, which is a new item. These require us to energize some blaze powder and a Larimar together. So we will need to grab the energizing orb. Hopefully we have some amethyst to grab the tinted glass we need. And we should have everything to grab the energizing orb now. To get this to work, we'll also need at least one of these energizing rods. Super easy to grab one of those too. We can also upgrade that to the second tier of energizing rod for a bit more transfer rate. Unfortunately, the tier above this basic energizing rod requires the hardened capacitor, and that takes energized steel, which requires us to actually use the energizing recipe here. So we're gonna have to start energizing stuff anyway. We do also need to grab some energy cables. I think it may be cheaper to just go ahead and grab the basic cables. Or would it? I feel like you get more energy cables doing it this way. If we just go ahead and grab the starter energy cables, and then we can make the basic energy cables out of those. And my everything supply is starting to run low, so we have to be careful about what we use our resources on here. I will go ahead and show off the energizing though. So the energizing rod has to be placed above one of these energy cables, and then the energizing orb can be placed anywhere outside of that. Then we just need to throw all the items that the energizing recipe requires. So this takes a perfect Larimar and 4 blaze powder. And then the energizing rod should start energizing it. and altogether that gives us 2 blazing crystals. So yeah, I don't think I have the materials to upgrade anything any further. So we'll leave this like it is for now. But hopefully when we run some more vaults, we'll be able to get new materials for that. As that's basically going to be our power generation for when we unlock applied energistics. And hey, speaking of vaults, why don't we go ahead and run one more today? Name tags! You know what? Maybe we save this vault for the next time. And actually, I think that's a great place to leave this episode for today. Hopefully next time we'll be able to finally unlock applied energistics. But that's gonna do it for today. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.